So here we have Starbase Blackjack. Similar to my Starbase Poker, the Poker was a much more complicated project. We've got the same banking system over here, so you can pick a player, you can charge them up. Let's give player 1 an extra 1,000. Now player 1 has 1,100. And let's deal 3 players into the game. So there's your dealing button. It's a really simple game. You got hit or stand. You know, blackjack's a relatively simple one. Here you've got your small bet adjuster, so that adjusts this a small value, and this adjusts a larger value. So you can see that the increments are much larger on that one, just so you can have a nice long, big range on your bet. Let's just go with, we got 3 players dealt in. Let's deal the hand. Okay, so now the dealer is going to deal cards around the table. Dealer gets his 1 card, of course. Everyone else has to play out their hands. Okay, obviously player 1 is just going to stand on 20. Player 2 is 16, but it's a soft 16, so he's going to hit. And now he's got the ugly hit. Probably going to bust. Busted. And he's got a 20. So, I mean, it's obvious. Obviously, he's not going to hit on a 20, so he just doesn't really have much of a choice there. So he busted, he's going to lose. Dealer got a 20, 2 pushes, nobody wins on a push, nobody lost any money or gained any money, and this guy over here, poor guy, lost $1 on that bet. You can deal in up to 5 players. They don't have to be in a row, so you can like take this guy out of the game. Oh, that's the wrong button, that's the button. You can take him out of the game and then deal another round, and everyone will be playing except for player 2 now. Deals around the table. So in this game, it's completely random drawing, but it's an infinite deck. So no card counting, no cheating of any kind. The random generator in this is completely unpredictable. It is seeded with properly random numbers, even when the system's not moving around in physical space. So you can't predict what the card's going to be, and you cannot count the cards to. I mean, technically, we all know that's not cheating, but I don't want to allow it, because in a game like Starbase, you would have people running a card counting app in the background and then just be plugging in the numbers. So it would be not fair to have a... Oh, I forgot to deal these guys in. I pressed the wrong button. This is the deal-in button, so we only dealt in 2 players this time. That was my bad. I pressed the wrong button. I wasn't paying attention. So we'll just have him stand, whatever, stand on 14. And then for the next hand, we'll deal in these 2 guys here. Oh! Dealer got 21. Poor guys. Okay, they lose. They both lost some cash. We'll deal in 5 players this time, or 4 players. So as you can see, this player was dealt out. We'll go full 5-player round. There's nothing too fancy to show about this. Everybody knows how blackjack is played. The complexity in this was simply, just a matter of, drawing cards, dealing them out, keeping track, counting them, getting busts. A lot of like simple. The boring parts of programming, basically. It wasn't a quick one. It did take a couple days of full work to get it up and running. We'll just stand all the way around the table. I'm lazy. I really don't want to even play the hands. So stand. And then the dealer, he'll draw. He's up to 16. He's got to hit again, but he's got a soft 16, so he's fine. Oh no, he's at 18. Sorry, it hadn't added up. It does have a little bit of a delay between the card being dealt here and the sum being summed up there. I tried to do this with as few YOLO cards as possible, because I wanted to squeeze everything into the table nice and tight and have lots of room for batteries and stuff like that in there too, so the table's got its own battery system and everything. So a couple of the processes aren't extremely fast, but I don't think it's important. They're well within acceptable limits. It just takes a few ticks for it to, add up certain numbers, or go from drawing the card to picking the screens to draw, to drawing them out, and then adding up the new totals. Like, it's not a completely parallel system like I do when execution speed is priority. There's no chip queuing or anything in this, so it's as simple as it gets. It was just a bulk of boring programming work and then table design and stuff like that. But there you have it. Fully functional bank with blackjack table with bank system, so you can play blackjack. This is for, I guess, PvE, whereas the poker table is pure PvP. So yeah, there we go.